Emmanuel George from Broward County. I was born in Miami though, but I was raised in Broward most of my life. Been there since 2002, and like art and culture and history is like my passion. And like earliest beginning, I would definitely say the Black Broward Film Project, a documentary on Liberia and Dane. That was with me, Premier Matthew Sterling, and Ian Man. We did this documentary just like telling the past, present, and future of the Black communities in Broward County. And we started off with Liberia and Dane, which is like where I'm at, South Broward, Hollywood. And that was just like monumental. Like we didn't think it was gonna go as viral as it did, but then it exceeded expectations. And in 2021, it's been viewed countless times, and there's still gonna be some screenings that it's gonna be in coming up, especially at the new LA YMCA on Sister Boulevard. But yeah. All right, so like I was in Miami. I went to Miami Shores Elementary. I went to Oak Grove. I went to Horace Mann Middle for a little bit, and I also went to North Miami Middle as well. The one by Academy Park. I think that's the one, over there. But like I've been in Broward since 2002, which is the majority of my life. And like a lot of like my coming of age was in Broward, and a lot of my first was in Broward. So Broward really shaped me. I got love for Miami, and I always acknowledge that's where I was born. And kudos to everyone doing their thing out in Black Miami. I love y'all, but I just wanted to give Broward something similar culturally so that people can know what we got going on. We got a lot of dope people in Broward. Quite a few people in Miami be living in Broward. Y'all be in
Broward.
Yeah, y'all be in Pines and Miramar and all that, West Park. But I rep Broward, and it's just like Broward is just very beautiful culturally. We need to know the history of Black Broward and what's happening over there. We got like a lot of dope things happening, so I just want to give that platform. I would definitely say when I watched Black Miami in the 20th Century by Marvin Dunn, and also when I read Race and Change in Hollywood, Florida by Dr. Kitty Oliver, that was definitely like what really spearheaded me into becoming the man that I am. Because like I've always loved Black history. My dad was always big on Black history, so when I was growing up, he was talking to me about Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X and Stokely Carmichael, Angela Davis, and so many people. But then when I watched Black Miami, it was like, okay, I gotta look into like what's in my own backyard. Because the same way we talk about politics and how we talk about politics being local, and how we gotta focus on those, politicians in our backyard. We gotta do the same thing when it comes to history, like Black history. We gotta focus on who's in our backyard, who these streets are named after, who these parks are named after, like what was on this street back in the day, so it's like the same thing. Like we really gotta emphasize and know our local Black history, because if we know more of our local Black history, we will then be more mobilized to want to do better in our communities. And we see a lot of changes happening in our communities with gentrification, so I feel as if it would really impact us to want to do better. It was just me wanting to have the time to do what I want to do, to wake up when I want to wake up, and just be able to like control my own destiny. I feel as if my generation, us millennials, those who was born in like the late 80s, early 90s, we see that like the corporate America structure isn't really working for us. We see like how like rent prices is going up massively, and how like we're not really able to afford a lot. So now we're able to just be able to do, and it's forcing us to create. So for me, it was just the ability to have time, because it's more than just making X amount of money. Like of course you want to make a lot of money, but for me it's just having the time to be able to, I'm gonna go here today. I'm gonna wake up late today. I just want to live my life. So that's what it's about for me, is to have the time and be able to just do what I want, and when I want. It's more than just making money. It's just the freedom of being happy and just being able to move how you want to move. I'm a curator. I love to curate art galleries. I also co-own a print shop. We do DTG printing. Shout out to my brother Richard. He's my business partner, and Blaine Campbell. Also, I do quite a bunch of other things, even history-wise, like a business. I do public speaking. I'm also an archivist, archiving pictures, photographs, doing interviews, like how I'm being interviewed. So I'll be doing interviews sometimes too with the elders in the community and everything. So Like that's just like basically like my gifts and talents is like preserving this Black history that we have over here in our backyard. Broward flashcards have been blowing up crazy. Like I'm always like, I'm not saying this to brag either, but I'm always sold out. Like I'll order like 50 decks and then it'll sell out quick. Like I had like 40 decks sold out in like a week and a half. And that's like, it's been pretty amazing. Like the idea, it's a collaboration. Shout out to my brothers Positivity Pays. They're out in Dillard and Coconut Creek. But like with these history cards, you know, Urban Intellectuals, which is like the Black History flashcard that some brother up north has. And you have like Malcolm X and Bob Marley and Martin Luther King and Angela Davis and so many other people. And I wanted to do something locally, so I just did these flashcards honoring Broward pioneers, some that's still alive, some that's gone. You know, Dr. Sistrom, Esther Roll from Good Times, Von D. Mizell, people that's alive, like Judge Holmes and Cynthia Strong. There's quite a few people that's still alive too that's in these cards, and they've been moving. So like, I didn't really know it was going to move like that, but it also, from a business standpoint, is that during the pandemic, trading cards and flashcards values haven't gone up through the roof. So like, you know, if you're my age range, you remember when Pokemon cards came out in the late 90s, early 2000s, and now we see these holographic cards going for like anywhere from like 5,000 to like upwards of 200,000 for a holographic Pokemon card. And even when you look at like trading cards, like you have like a rookie Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, or a rookie Michael Jordan, or whoever, like prominent athlete, those cards are going up tremendously too over the years. So I'm able to do the same thing too with these cards. And I even done like these gold edition brass gold coated cards. And I'm just doing different people, like doing 5 people. So it's gonna be the first one gonna be Dr. Sistrom. That's out right now, and it's only 40 of them. So after that 40, it's gonna be sold out. So honestly, it just really exceeded expectations. And my goal with these cards is overall, beyond just making money, is to get them into the schools and get them into the public libraries, as well as the cultural institutions and small businesses. Oh my, that's an easy one. Actually, no, it isn't an easy one. There's quite a few. I'll just say a few. But recently, working for Dr. Dunn, I mean, I'm like someone I idolize, and now I'm actually working for Marvin Dunn right now for the Roseway exhibit that we're doing. That's going to be taking place at Broward University, and being a part of the Arthur Lee McDuffie Center that he has with Lyndon Hall. And that's like one of the proudest moments to work with somebody that like, and work with somebody that like I idolize. And also Dr. Kitty Oliver. Like Kitty Oliver and Marvin Dunn are like my mom and dad in historical spirit. And Kitty Oliver, I'm doing a project for her from February 26th to April 15th. I'll be in Lake Wales, so that's like over there by Tampa, Polk County area. And I'm part of that project for her. So like that's like some of my proudest moments. And also I also wanted to say was doing the Sistrom Affair, January 17th to January 26th, 2019, was the first ever Black Art Week in Broward County that I produced, and along with my co-producer Al Huggins. So that was just monumental, being a part of history and being able to make history. I mean, the pressure is real. A lot of times, like you feel as if like it's said, like it ain't going nowhere. But if anyone that's struggling or going through it, that's all I can say is my motto is consistency creates reality. So we just keep going, keep doing, and the more you keep doing, you may not have all the answers now, but eventually you will, because just by constantly doing. Like over time, like you're gonna make mistakes, that's fine, but just keep going, keep doing. The more you keep doing, you're gonna figure it out. Like that's anything I can say is consistency creates reality. The more you do, the more you figure it out. And I don't have to figure it out either. Like trust me, I'm not no professional, but I just keep doing it. It took a hit. January we started up the print shop and everything in Fort Lauderdale, doing the DTG shirts. And then when the pandemic came, it hit because we have a OmniPrint FreeJet 330TX Plus DTG printer, and they're stationed in California. That's just like only where they're at. When the pandemic hit, they were closed too, so we couldn't order no ink. We couldn't order like a lot of stuff that we needed, because like everything was shut down. So like it really took a hit at first, and we were like, damn, we gotta pay rent, we gotta figure something out. But we persevered, and we came through it, you know, but like everyone has been hit hard from this pandemic, but also I feel as if this pandemic is also creating new leaders and new innovators because it's pushing us to be able to start wanting to do something, or it should, because we inside all day. So if you're inside all day, you better be productive and better be creative and getting things going. For this year, I'm gonna be in Lake Wales. That's gonna be interesting. Because my perception is very country, but I'm gonna be in Lake Wales from February 26th to April 15th, working on their African American archive project for the Lake Wales Museum. And then also working with Marvin Dunn for the Rosewood exhibit at Barry University down here. And that's also going to be the beginning of multiple collaborations with Marvin Dunn. And then also just in the future, there's quite a few things happening in Broward. Support with Real now has a home. Support with Real is an REEL. Is an initiative for local Black filmmakers to network with each other, showcase their films amongst each other, and an intimate crowd. And I will be hosting it at the LA YMCA. They're in the YMCA, they're having the Victory Black Box Theater. So a little history lesson. The Victory Theater was the first AC ventilated movie theater in Broward County on Sistron. And they're doing a reimagining of it at the new LA YMCA. Now, the development of that is very controversial because it is, built on where the Providence Hospital, where Dr. Sistron and Von D. Mizell had their hospitals. I ain't gonna get into that, I ain't from Lauderdale, I'm from Hollywood, so I ain't gonna touch a Lauderdale politics. But yeah, that's where Support the Real will be at. So if you love local Black filmmakers and love short films, stay on the lookout this summer for it. The next 5 years, 2026, oh my, we like hitting my late 30s. I would like to be just overall solidified, successful in the sense that I'm making good money, and also being able to have the time to do what I want to do, as well as, personally just be, happy, just be fine and not stressed and depressed or going through any kind of anxiety, and also just even having a family, just having a wife and some kids, and just being able to be chill, it's the little things like that I would love to see myself in the next 5 years. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Black Broward. It's BlackBroward, no space. Facebook is Emmanuel George, E with 2 M's, ANUEL space GEORGE. I'm not on Twitter really, but Instagram and Facebook is where you can find me. I'm easy to get in touch with. I'm not bougie. I ain't someone that's like big-headed. I'm very humble, down to earth. And if you want to chat, if you want to work together to figure something out, we can definitely do that. So yeah. So it's Instagram at Black Broward, Facebook Emmanuel George. Shout out to everybody doing real good, productive things. Those staying true. I want to give a big shout out to Richard, my business partner, he's a tattoo artist, phenomenal brother, with a good heart. I want to give a shout out to Blaine Campbell, for him doing his thing as well as a business partner, as a friend. JD Raw Talent, that's my brother. That's like one of my favorite artists, in general, and saying from Broward County as well. Just shout out to JD Raw Talent and everything that he's doing. I'm a big fan. He already know that too. Shout out to Munch, James Munch, and just really being like a brother to me, and I see so much of myself in him. And I just always want to congratulate him and thank him for everything that he's doing. And your work is valued. And also Roots Collective. Roots Collective really got me in the game and really helped make me who I am today, along with Valencia Gardner as well. That's my big sister. So it's my shout outs. If I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of people out there. My New Year, I was at home. I'm 30 plus right now, so ain't going out, ain't really doing nothing. I was at home chilling. I think I was watching Avengers or something, or I was watching anime. I don't know. I was just home inside. I ain't turned up, and then I see a lot of posts like the urban, shout out to Keon Williams doing his thing over there. But I see a lot of folks out there turned up and everything.
I was scared. Still scared.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I've been to the urban a few times.
I have too. It's very nice.
During the COVID, so I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But yeah, it was a dope vibe, you know what I'm saying, every day. But I ain't trying to stay too long, you know what I'm saying. But it was still a dope vibe and everything. Just overall shout out to Keon because he had some big names coming to the urban. I seen Wayne was there the other day, Moneybagg Yo, Chris Brown. I think Ray J's gonna be there coming up soon. So it's cool. Like he really bringing that Overtown Renaissance back. So I feel as if it's great depending on how you use it. I feel as if some people just like trying to put on fronts on social media, but that ain't me. I'm always gonna be honest. Like I ain't got it. I ain't rich. I'm broke. I be struggling. I be going through it. There was a time I ain't had no car for a while. So I'm just being honest. But sometimes people on social media they just be putting on like a facade and everything a lot of times. So I just tend to just be in my own lane and just be like, yo, y'all do y'all thing and everything. Like I'm gonna use social media to the best of my ability to push my brand and show positivity and show some good dope stuff. It feels good to have a president that's like not gonna be on Twitter all day. Like he gonna be just doing president stuff. Like I miss those days where you ain't really hear about the president until oh yeah, Barack Obama shakes hands with Czechoslovakian minister. Like okay, cool. Now when we had Trump, he was having the news for every little stupid thing that he was saying. So now it feels good to kind of have someone that's be focusing on president things. I'm glad that we got Trump out of office. The man was just doing way too much. But now with Biden, we gotta hold him accountable too. It ain't over. He's still very much corporate Democrat too. So we gotta hold him accountable 10 times. We got you in there. It was black women and black men that mainly voted for him and got him in there. So we definitely gotta hold that man accountable for real. Don't let the brakes off the pedal with Joe Biden. Hold him accountable for everything. We got him in there, and we need to hold him accountable. We need to get a lot of things for us in our communities. Comprehension is great. We always hear about communication, but comprehension is key because we communicate all day, but if we ain't comprehending nothing, then we ain't really going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So comprehension is everything. Empathy, of course, communication is some light as well. Respect, open-mindedness. Physically black. No offense to those that swear. Y'all do y'all thing out there. You know what I'm saying? But me, I just gotta have I gotta marry, procreate a black woman. Whether she African American, Afro Caribbean, Afro Latin, African. Half black at least, it's gotta, be black. So it just gotta, just also empathy again because, we be busy out here, but I'm still definitely gonna put the time in, so that's what I would say. I ain't saying you gotta